Just listen.
Mishna Yomi, Masechet Batra, Perek Hey. This is chapter 5, Mishnah, Chet and Tet. Right? 8 and 9. 1 second. Hamocher, Yain, Veshemen, Lachavero. Yeah, we have a Mishnah there. Yeah? If someone's going to sell wine or oil to his friend, V'ukru or Shuzlu, and then as they're being poured into the container, the price goes up and down. Right? So now one of them obviously wants to retract, whichever one, whether it's the buyer or the seller. So the price goes up or down. Imat shelonit maleta midah, right? If until the entire container was filled, la mocher, everything still belongs to the seller. Mishtenit maleta midah, once the entire container is filled, la lokeach, it belongs to the lokeach, and then it's complete. Right. Meaning that as long as I didn't finish, and I'm the seller, I sold you a certain quantity. So I'm pouring. All of a sudden I look, the price goes up. I stop. I'm sorry, I'm retracting from the sale. Why? Because as long as I didn't finish filling up the entire quantity, the measure, it's mine. Once it completely finishes filling up, it belongs to the purchaser.
Even if the price went down.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter, up or down. What happens if there's a broker in between them? Yeah, what does that mean? Right, that at the end of the day, it was the buyer and the seller, but they were buying through a third party, right? Retailers. If the barrel breaks after it's filled, right? It broke for the broker, but the broker, he intended to acquire it and then sell it, because he's a middleman, so he's making a profit of it. So for who does it break? It breaks for the sirsur, for the agent, for the middle guy. Okay? The seller has to tip 3 drops out of it, right? He has to drip out, right? He has to make sure that it's a little 3 drops, right, at the end. He says, right? Umitza hareu shel mocher. But once he's given him the 3 drops, if he then tilted the container on its side and it collected, right, that whatever is collected belongs to the seller. I mean, like this: when you're coming, you're pouring something out of a jug. So at the end there's always drops. So 3 drops belong to the buyer, right? So you come, you have to make sure. But then afterwards, what happens if I finish the 3 drops and I put it upside down, and now it starts coming down? Whatever is left, that belongs to the seller. Okay, that's what the Mishnah says. Okay. Now the storekeeper, right, when he's selling it, right, he's making so many sales, he doesn't have to tip out the 3 drops for every single buyer, because since he's busy with so many sales, he doesn't have to do this. This is only going to be on a one-off that I buy and sell. But if I'm the storekeeper and I'm selling to hundreds of people, for every single person, I don't have to come and start putting 3 little drops. Rabbi Yehuda comes and he says, Erev Shabbat im chashecha patur. Also, if it's going to be Erev Shabbat on Friday afternoon, close to the evening, also you're exempt, because since Shabbat is so close, it's so rushed, you're not obligated to come and start putting the 3 drops or that. No. There's no, rather, shalosh tipin, leave it for kiddush, not for your buying and sell. Okay? Fine. Mishnah Tet. Right, Mishnah number 9. Hasholech beno etzel chemvani upundion biyado. Imagine right now you send your son with a coin. This coin is a pundion, which is worth 2 isars, and he has it in his hand. Umadalo bi-isar shemen. So he comes, right, and he puts him 1 isar of shemen, okay, and he puts it in the jug. Benatanu et isar, he gave him the filled jug and the isar as well as change. So remember, the guy comes with $2. He comes, he fills up the oil, and he gives him back $1, right? Shavar et atzlochit ve'ibet et isar. If right now he breaks the jug and he loses the isar, chenvani chayav. The chenvani is chayav on everything, right? Why? Because basically he shouldn't have sent them back with a child, right? He didn't have permission, right, to sending it back with a child. Meaning maybe the child only came here, kilu, I'm a messenger of my father, but now, right, you have to send it with a regular shaliach, not with a child. What are you sending with the child money back and with the thing? But Rabbi Yehuda disagrees. Rabbi Yehuda poter says, no, Rabbi Yehuda says the guy's patur. Why? The chenvani is patur. Why? He says, Shalmina ken shlacho. Why did he send him? If you're sending money to me with your child, so therefore you put the emunah and your imun in the child that he's going to give me the money, and he's giving, so therefore I'm going to give it back to him. So I give him the change, right? Listen, if you gave him $2, for sure I could give him 1, right? That means you didn't suspect he was going to lose it or whatever. So therefore Rabbi Yehuda argues. Umodim chachamim le Rabbi Yehuda. Now chachamim come and they agree to Rabbi Yehuda. Bizman she'atzlochit biyad hatinok, that if the child came with the tzlochit in his hand, umadad chenvani letocho, then for sure the chenvani patur. Why? Because why did he come with it in his hand? The fact that he came with it in his hand already ready for you just to come, the Chemvani didn't even have to pick it up. The Chemvani just came with his jug, boom, he pours it inside and Gamarnu. So in that case, even Chachamim agreed to Rabbi Yehuda that the guy is going to be patur.